This question is testing to see if we can look at some SQL, understand what it does, and write down the results that would be shown if we're given a database to run that SQL statement on. So SQL, remember, stands for Structured Query Language. It's a way of writing down what you want to do with a database so that you can search for data, add data, change data, anything like that. So the database we've got to work with has two tables, class and teacher. And they're linked together because we can find out more information about each class. We can find out who teaches them, and that's a link into the teacher table, so we can find out a little bit more details about the teacher. So let's work through this SQL line by line. First of all, it's a select statement, which means we're searching for data. So this is the data that we want to display when we found the results we want. What should we display about it? And we're interested in the class ID and the day taught, both from the class table. So class ID and day taught, we're interested in this field, the class ID, and the day taught, this field just here. From means which tables are we searching from, so we're interested in both tables. Where means how can we narrow down our select search. So where teacher room is 405, let's deal with that first. So teacher room is 405, so we're only interested in this record here. And where the class teacher ID is the same as the teacher ID. So we're building a relationship between our tables now. We're saying we only want to show classes that are taught by teachers with an ID where that teacher teaches in room 405. So we're interested in the teacher ID here and narrowing it down here to only show the classes that are taught by Turing. I'm assuming it's named after Alan Turing, so I'm going to call him Mr. Turing. Sorry if that's sexist, but I'm assuming that it's named after Mr. Alan Turing. Where are we? So where teacher room is 405 or teacher ID, it's the same as the class teacher ID. One more clause here, and it's saying order by. That means which order shall we show the results in. We want to show it ordered by the class ID, ASC, which stands for ascending. So we're going to order it by this field here. So we've got two records we want to show, two fields we want to show for each record, and we're sorting it by this field here. So we're interested in red 7 and comp B10. Now if we put these in ascending order, as we've got down here, ascending order, then if we order these alphabetically from A to Z, then comp B comes before red 7. So for our results, I'm going to take them because my handwriting's rubbish. The first field we're interested in the class ID, so that's comp B10. You separate your fields with a comma, so we want to show the day taught, which for comp B10 is Friday. So that's the first record. Remember, we're only showing the class ID and the day taught. We're not interested in the other fields. So we also want to show red 7, this one here, because it's also taught by Turing. So we'll put this on the next line. So this is red 7, which is taught on a Monday. So it's worth saying that if this hasn't made sense to you, I know it's hard to listen to an explanation of SQL because it is pretty complex. It's much easier if you try it out for yourself and see it in action. So I'd recommend that if this hasn't made sense to you, go to the Introduction to SQL playlist. There should be a link in the description of this video and watch through the first 3 videos. The first one is an overview of what databases are and the theory behind them. The next one is simple searching just on one table, and the next video is searching on relational databases where you're looking through more than one table that's linked together.